Welcome, fellow travelers. This video summarizes the main themes and important ideas presented in Eckhart Tolle's book titled The Power of Now. Eckhart Tolle's The Power of Now advocates for a shift in human consciousness, moving from a mind-dominated state of being to a state of presence, also known as enlightenment. This shift involves disidentifying from the mind and its constant preoccupation with past and future, thereby freeing oneself from suffering and the egoic mind's need for validation. The author argues that through awareness of the present moment, one can access a timeless realm of being where joy, peace, and connectedness reside. Tolle explores various techniques for cultivating presence, including self-observation, body awareness, and surrender, emphasizing the importance of recognizing the illusory nature of time and the mind's role in creating suffering. He also addresses the role of relationships as a spiritual practice, suggesting that true love arises from the state of presence and requires disidentifying from the ego and its attendant pain body. Let's explore the main themes presented in this book. The power of the present moment, now. The central theme revolves around the transformative power of dwelling in the present moment. Tolle argues that suffering arises from identification with the mind, which dwells in past regrets and future anxieties. True liberation comes from accessing the now, a state of pure consciousness free from the mind's tyranny. Transcending the ego. Tolle emphasizes that the ego, a false sense of self rooted in mind identification, is the source of suffering. Freedom lies in recognizing the ego as an illusion and connecting with the deeper, true self, which is pure being. Dissolving the pain body. Tolle introduces the concept of the pain body, a residue of past emotional pain lodged in the mind and body. He offers methods for dissolving this pain body by bringing conscious presence to it. Enlightened relationships. Tolle explores the dynamics of relationships, particularly intimate ones, highlighting how the ego creates dysfunctional patterns. He advocates for bringing presence into relationships to transform them from addictive clinging to enlightened connections. Surrender and acceptance. Tolle emphasizes the importance of surrendering to what is, accepting the present moment without resistance. This surrender allows for the transcendence of the mind's polarities and access to a deeper level of being. Let's cover some of the important concepts presented in the book. The mind is a tool, not the master. The mind is a superb instrument if used rightly. Used wrongly, however, it becomes very destructive. To put it more accurately, it is not so much that you use your mind wrongly. You usually don't use it at all. It uses you. Thought identification creates suffering. Thinking has become a disease. Disease happens when things get out of balance. Watch the thinker. The beginning of freedom is the realization that you are not the possessing entity, the thinker. Knowing this enables you to observe the entity. Presence is the key to liberation. To free yourself from enslavement to the mind, enter into this enlightened state of consciousness and sustain it in everyday life. The pain body is a collective and personal phenomenon. As long as you are unable to access the power of the now, every emotional pain that you experience leaves behind a residue of pain that lives on in you. The present moment is all we have. Nothing ever happened in the past. It happened in the now. Nothing will ever happen in the future. It will happen in the now. Connect with the inner body. Being can be felt as the ever-present I am that is beyond name and form. True love is not possessive. You cannot love your partner one moment and attack him or her the next. True love has no opposite. Surrender does not mean weakness. It is perfectly possible to say no firmly and clearly to a person, or to walk away from a situation and be in a state of complete inner non-resistance at the same time. Acceptance brings transformation. When you accept what is, every moment is the best. That is enlightenment. Negativity serves the ego. The ego believes that through negativity it can manipulate reality and get what it wants. Limit situations offer opportunities for awakening. Limit situations have produced many miracles. I will now share 10 quotes from the book that capture the essence of Tolle's message. On the nature of the now. Realize deeply that the present moment is all you ever have. Make the now the primary focus of your life. On transcending the ego. As long as the egoic mind is running your life, you cannot truly be at ease. You cannot be at peace or fulfilled except for brief intervals when you obtained what you wanted, when a craving has just been fulfilled. On dissolving the pain body. Attention is the key to transformation, and full attention also implies acceptance. Attention is like a beam of light, the focused power of your consciousness that transmutes everything into itself. On enlightened relationships. For love to flourish, the light of your presence needs to be strong enough so that you no longer get taken over by the thinker or the pain body and mistake them for who you are. On surrender and acceptance. Surrender to what is. Say yes to life, and see how life suddenly starts working for you rather than against you. Now, I will share some key questions and answers about this book. 1. What is the main message of Eckhart Tolle's The Power of Now? Tolle's central message is that true enlightenment and liberation from suffering can be achieved by living fully in the present moment. He posits that our minds, with their constant stream of thoughts about the past and anxieties about the future, are the root cause of our pain. By identifying with our minds, we become enslaved to their negativity. Tolle guides us to recognize ourselves as the awareness behind the thoughts, the silent observer, and to access a deeper level of consciousness in the now. 2. How does Tolle suggest we free ourselves from the mind? Tolle encourages us to watch the thinker, meaning to become aware of our thoughts without judgment. By observing our thoughts and emotions impartially, we create a distance between ourselves and the mind. This allows us to experience the gap of no mind, a state of stillness and peace beyond thought. We can cultivate this gap through meditation, mindful attention to everyday activities, and by shifting our focus to the present moment. 3. What is the pain body and how does it affect us? The pain body is an accumulation of unresolved emotional pain from our past. It resides in our minds and bodies, influencing our thoughts, feelings, and reactions. The pain body can become activated by triggers, causing us to relive past suffering and perpetuating negativity. Tolle teaches that by acknowledging the pain body and bringing conscious presence into it, we can transmute it into consciousness and free ourselves from its grip. 4. How does Tolle define surrender and its role in achieving inner peace? Surrender, according to Tolle, is inner acceptance of what is without reservation. It is not weakness or giving up, but a conscious choice to cease resistance to the present moment. This includes accepting our circumstances, emotions, and thoughts without judgment or the need to change them. By surrendering to the now, we align ourselves with the flow of life and find inner peace beyond the mind's struggle for control. 5. What is the significance of the inner body in Tolle's teachings? The inner body is a gateway to experiencing being, our true essence beyond form and thought. By focusing our attention on the physical sensations and energy field within our bodies, we anchor ourselves in the present moment and connect with a deeper dimension of consciousness. This allows us to access the stillness and joy that lie beyond the mind's chatter and the pain body's grip. 6. How does Tolle believe relationships can become more enlightened? Tolle emphasizes that true love, unlike ego attachment, has no opposite. He suggests that by cultivating individual presence, we can transform our relationships. This involves accepting our partners completely without judgment or the need to change them, allowing them to be who they are. When both partners are present, they can move beyond ego games and connect on a deeper level of being. 7. What is the connection between the present moment and enlightenment? Tolle asserts that the present moment is the only reality we ever experience. Past and future are merely mental constructs. By shifting our focus from the mind's preoccupation with past and future to the immediacy of the now, we awaken to a deeper dimension of consciousness, realizing our true nature as timeless being. 8. How does Tolle address negativity and its role in our lives? Tolle recognizes negativity as a form of inner resistance to the present moment. He encourages us to become aware of negativity when it arises, seeing it as a signal to awaken and become present. While it may not always be possible to simply drop negativity, we can choose to accept it without judgment, allowing it to be as it is. This disrupts its power over us and allows us to access the underlying peace of being. In conclusion, Tolle offers a practical and insightful guide to spiritual awakening by emphasizing the power of presence, the importance of transcending the ego, and the transformative potential of surrender and acceptance. He argues that true fulfillment and liberation are available to us in this very moment, regardless of our circumstances. Thank you for sharing this brief moment of reflection with me. I hope it has helped you on your journey. Please share this video with others who might benefit from the wisdom that has been gifted to us on our journey towards greater awareness. May peace find you, wherever you are.